who's ever needed someone to stand up for them when they didn't have a voice of their own, because there's no one else who is with them. This one's for you.
I caught up with Delegate-elect Danica Roem earlier this week to hear her thoughts on last week's election and the media attention that came with it. Roem's campaign focused on improving infrastructure along Route 28, a high-traffic area in Northern Virginia that Roem said has been an issue since she was a child.
I felt that along with it being good policy, it also made good politics because it was a good contrast. And the way that I had basically laid out the campaign is that when we spend our time building up our infrastructure instead of tearing down each other, then we're dealing with our core quality of life issues that are sometimes neglected.
I asked Roem what was going through her head the day of the election. According to Roem, it was a phone call that changed the day's mood for her.
Everyone in my camp, we were very confident. We were very confident we would win. And at the same time, when, Vice President Biden called to congratulate me, that's when it became very real. A couple other people had called me before him, but I was still telling them, oh, hey, there's still a couple precincts out, absentee ballots are still out, X, Y, and Z. But when the Vice President of the United States calls you, that's when it's time to declare victory.
While the election is historic, Roem is the first openly transgender person elected to the Virginia Senate. Roem said it was her work experience that qualified her for the position.
My journalism background, my 9 years, 2 months, and 2 weeks as the lead reporter of the Gainesville Times from 2006 to 2015, that's what qualifies me for office. That's why, the fact that I authored 2,500 news stories about the greater Prince William County area, which is my lifelong home area, well, that's what qualifies me for, to serve in office as opposed to my gender. That said, my gender informs my worldview, my sense of empathy, my sense of compassion for other people is rooted in part because of my gender.
This one is for, most importantly, the people of Haymarket. Gainesville.
Bryce Spatafora, SBU TV.